Hi, I'm Christy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm here to set up my Nora Roberts Inn vlog. Alright, so I had never filmed an intro to this vlog before going on the trip, so now I am back home, but I wanted to quickly just introduce the vlog and kind of set up what it's about so that you have an idea before you watch all the footage. But basically, myself and 5 other friends, so 6 of us total, we ended up going on a kind of like Nora Roberts bed and breakfast inn road trip, kind of all those things into one. So basically, the trip was planned out like a year in advance, I think is when I first heard about the trip and decided to go on it. And so I love a good road trip. I love a trip in general. I love traveling. So I was here for it, even though I haven't read very many Nora Roberts books. I think I've only read 2. Her historical romance one, which I absolutely loved, which was Rebellion. And then I did read one of her like newer ones. I think it was like Whiskey Beach, possibly. But anyways, I've only read 2 of her books, but I was like, I'm here for traveling. I'm here for a fun time. I'm here for a fun time with book friends. I'm here for like a bookish adventure. I love a trip. So I was like, yes, please. So basically all of us, or I guess 4 of us out of the 6, 4 of us flew in to Ohio. So we stayed at Jess from Peace Love Books house, and she was so nice to host us for the night before the road trip and then drive us all for like 5.5 hours to Maryland, where the B&B is in. So you see kind of that whole adventure of me flying to Ohio, and then the adventures that we had in Ohio. We went to like Skyline Chili, which is like a super popular thing in Ohio, which basically is like Cincinnati chili, which I had had before going on this trip. I just hadn't had it like in Ohio. So we got to go to that restaurant and we just kind of hung out. We also went to a used bookstore as well. So we went to Half Price Books, which was my first time going to a Half Price Books because we don't have those, definitely not in Alaska, and nowhere on like the West Coast that I've been, we've ever had any. So I've never gone to one. So that was a lot of fun. So we went there, and then that was kind of like the end of the night. Like we had some bundt cakes, which were super yummy, and then just kind of like hung out, talked, chatted, like did all the catch up, all the book talk, all the things. And so hung out, slept that night, and then the next morning we woke up. We did a brunch stop, which was so yummy. I had my avocado toast, which I love. And then the 5 of us that were staying at Jess's house, we all got in her car and she drove us the 5.5 hour road trip to Maryland. So we went through Ohio, into West Virginia, through Pennsylvania, and then down to Maryland. So we hit what, 4 states in a day, which was so much fun. And then when we got there, Desiree, our other friend who lives near that place, she drove there as well. So we all met up there, checked into the bed and breakfast, or like the inn, which was so much fun. Which, okay, so basically it was Jess from Peace Love Books, Samantha from Books with Samantha, Lacey from Lacey Book Lovers, Sarah, who is Words with Sarah on Instagram, which she is like a book person first, and then now she's an author as well, which is so exciting. And then Desiree as well, which I think her handle is Desiree Alicia 19, something like that, I believe, on Instagram and TikTok as well, which some of them have known each other for a decade or more. So it was so much fun. I had met and seen all of them in person before, so it was just fun, you know, hanging out with friends and going on a road trip, which was so much fun. Like the conversations and the laughs, like just, we definitely got to know one another better on this trip, let's just say that. So it was so much fun. And so basically we drove there and we went to the Nora Roberts Inn. So some of these friends are huge Nora Roberts fans who have read way more of her books. Some people have read none. Like I said, I've read 2, so I'm kind of like just there for the vibes and the travel, so and the fun. And so basically Nora Roberts owns a bed and breakfast, an inn in Boonesboro, Maryland with her husband, and it is so nice. Like the experience was everything and more. It was just such a fun experience, especially if you are a book person, because all of the rooms in the inn are bookish themed. They're all themed after famous like romance couples. So yeah, we checked in and then we had like 2 people to a room. So we had 3 of the rooms booked in the inn, and I think there was like only maybe 1 or 2 other like parties there as well. So it was so nice. And we had, like I said, 3 different rooms. I stayed in the Jane and Rochester room, which top tier, amazing, just saying. I mean, Jane Eyre is one of my favorites of all time. I love that room, and our room was super nice because it had a chaise lounge as well. So like our room was the perfect room for like movie nights, which we had a lot, so that everybody could kind of have a seat in place because we had like a king bed, the chaise lounge. There was like plenty of space for all 6 of us to kind of sit and watch the movie. So yeah, I'm doing the worst at describing this, but basically we all stayed at the inn, and the hospitality in the inn, the staff, they were so nice, so accommodating. They like took us on a tour when we first got there and kind of explained how everything worked. They actually served us breakfast every morning, which was like a 2-course meal, and it was different each morning, which was so nice. And then throughout the stay as well, like the inn just had everything you could want. Like it had snacks and drinks and freshly baked goodies for us throughout the day as well. So like we had brought waters, but they had water bottles for us. They had like sodas of pretty much like I think Pepsi and Coke brands. They had like all the things. They had energy drinks. They had like V8 type of like vegetable juices, all the things in their little fridge that we could like just get and grab. They had like a whole snack bar bar, and like I said, the baked goodies, which the scones were amazing. And they have like a recipe for the scones, which I have around here somewhere. I had to send it to everybody in the group chat as well, because I definitely took the little card with the scone recipe, which was so good. And they had like coffee and tea. There was, I think, like whiskey in the library as well. And then just like in the lounge every day, they had like happy hour. So it was like whole cheese charcuterie board as well as like wine as well. And just kind of like sit and have snacks, and just like so accommodating, like so good. And not to mention like the rooms, the beds, comfiest beds I've ever slept in. Like I'm still thinking of that bed because it was so comfortable. Like the mattress, the sheets, the pillows, I don't know what they were doing there, but it was top tier. Like you could actually buy all the things in the rooms as well. And I'm like, those sheets, I might have to look those up, just saying. And the bathroom as well, so nice. It had huge bathtubs, which we will see in the kind of room tours as well. Giant copper bathtubs, which were so luxurious and nice. It had heated floors in the bathrooms. The shower, oh my God, amazing. It had like 6 jets coming, and it was like what dreams are made of. Just saying, I could have stayed in that shower in that bathroom forever. So good, so fancy. Like it had the little like toiletry items like themed to each room. So since we had the Jane Eyre room, I think everything in our room was Heather themed. And so some of the other rooms had different scents and things for their rooms, which I know some of the other people we traveled with, so they were staying in a Midsummer Night's Dream room from William Shakespeare. So that room was so pretty and whimsical. And then as well as the other room, somebody was staying in the In Death room, which is a Nora Roberts series. And so it was very like futuristic, because I think that series, I haven't read it, but I think it's futuristic kind of police force cop situation. So that room as well. And so yeah, all the rooms had their own themes for scent, like the scents in the bathroom, like the shampoo, conditioner, there was like bath salt. And then we also had like teas specifically for each room as well, which was so fun, which you could go drink downstairs in like the dining room. They had like the tea service and coffee bar, kind of like all those things that you could get and help yourself to like anytime during the day and night, which was so nice. And then it was super cute how all the rooms had like the themes of the room. So it had like the book and the movie in your room, and then like they had like a whole library where you could go like kind of read books while you're there or borrow them while you're there, and then like a movie area, kind of all those things. So it was just like so fun. So yeah, so much fun. I highly recommend. Like I'm already dreaming and wanting to go back, because it'd be so much fun to kind of like, we talked about like renting out the place and having like more friends go, or just like going again and making it a thing and like getting different rooms, because they were so nice. Like I totally want to go back already. It was so much fun. And like for the price you were paying, like you got so much out of it. Like it was just such a fun experience, like so much better than staying at a hotel where like you have a nice room, but like you don't get any of these extras and perks. So yeah, so nice, highly recommend. And then it was basically in this very small town, which like you were just on a little street. Across from the street was the bookstore that Nora Roberts, her husband, owns, and like a bunch of her books are stocked there, and she has signed books, which we show that as well because I went there. And so that was super fun to check out. And then like just like a little coffee shop, and just like a very small town, like a little pizza place, which I think her son and like family owns as well. So we actually ate there, which was fun. We had like a French fry pizza, so good. So just very much like small town vibes, which was so nice and fun. And then we also like drove around. So we went to like these 2 different towns, which were kind of like bigger towns or cities that were nearby. So like one day we went to one, and we checked out like a bunch of bookstores, used bookstores. We ate lunch there, I think, that day. No, we didn't. We got popcorn for our movie nights from a little cute little like gourmet popcorn place, and just kind of like checked out the small little shops there, which was so cute and fun. And then another day we went to the other town, and that town we checked out more used bookstores, which, oh my God, I could have lived for days and just explored these used bookstores. Like I am a used bookstore girly. I love them so much. I could stay in there for hours, for days, and just like go through every single section, which we didn't have time for that, but I totally would go back just for the used bookstores. Like so good. Which I did have to be like conscious of what I was buying, because like I said, we were traveling in a car with all 5 adults, and so we had just carry-on suitcases and like our own little like go bag or whatever. And so I had to be conscious of what I was bringing back because of my suitcases situation for traveling. But oh my God, I could have lived in one of those used bookstores in particular. Like I'm still thinking about all the hidden gems in there that we could find. Like I want to go back immediately. So yeah, anyways, it was so much fun. So hopefully that explains everything. And then like we stayed 2 days at the inn. After that we drove back to Ohio, stayed the night again, and then after that we all flew home, went our separate ways. Totally a fun experience. Highly recommend going on a book trip with your book friends or girlfriends or just anything. Like just it was so much fun. It was also nice as well because most of us always see each other at like like book signings and kind of like book events where you're very busy with that. So this was just super fun to do in like more casual, fun, relaxed kind of trip where we did do a lot of stuff too, but like it was not as stressful as like book signing where you're like there for that. So I loved it so much. Highly recommend. So much fun. I definitely want to go on more like little trips like this and maybe go back there and like have more time to do things like explore and relax and all of that. It was just so fun. So yeah, I think that is the setup for the vlog, everything that you need to know ahead of time before watching for it to make sense. So yeah, super fun. We did like a bunch of movie nights, food and snacks and fun and hanging out. And yeah, let's just kick into the vlog. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Definitely let me know in the comments if you have been to this inn or if you want to go to it now as well. Because like I said, I'm totally thinking of going back there because it was just so much fun, so cute, and so amazing. So yeah, definitely let me know if you've been there, if it's on your like plans to go there. Highly recommend going to a B&B. So yeah, if you want to leave me an emoji in the comments instead today, let me know that you watched this video. Maybe leave me like a rose, a flower emoji, because I just had a Wallflowers live show and so I'm wearing my Wallflowers tee. So yeah, leave me a little pretty rose in the comments to let me know that you watched the video today. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I'll see you in my next one.